Hello everybody, welcome back to my playground. Today we are playing Slime Rancher. It's one of my favorite games that I played. I've currently got, I think, 2 save files on here. So this might be a little bit of a rush through game, but I'm not playing the actual rush game. I haven't actually played it yet. I tried it out and I felt like I needed more practice before I race against the clock. So we're just gonna play the casual adventure mode, not really casual. Anyways, we're gonna play some Slime Rancher. "1,000 light years away from Earth, on a planet known as the Far Far Range, Beatrix LeBeau begins her first day as a Slime Rancher. Ta-da! Okay, WASD, jumping, moving, sprinting, carrots. I know how to do everything. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is just clean up my farm. And I've already been collecting things. Chicken. Oh, I forgot I don't have a jetpack yet. Okay. Da 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 da, selecting things, shooting things. Oh, there's another chicken. And we'll get them some food. So, am I done my tutorial? I just did that. You guys can use all those. Are we done? Tutorial done for now? Okay. Slime floors. Okay, so the premise of this game is you get these slimes, which are pretty darn cute, and they poop out plorts. Plorts give you money. Ta-da! Make a lot of money. That's the purpose of this game, and it's super cute, and I love it. And it is an older game. Lots and lots and lots of people have played it. There we go. I need you. You could stay there. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of people have already played it. I found it through other YouTubers, and I've played it since early access, and I just absolutely love this game. So, the best thing to do is mix slimes together. So, I think for the sake of ease on this one, well, maybe not. What do I want to do? I'm going to start off with some pink slimes. Get 4, 8, 9, and 10. I like to start off with 10, because I find there's just too many if you get any more than that. And some of these. And then the first thing we're going to do is go over here and get the slime key that this guy gives us. If I have enough. Which I think I should. No? How much do you eat? I think it's 30. I think I need one more something. And I'm also going to try really hard to remember to get all of these things for the story. And the maps. I know this game like the back of my hand at this point, so I don't really need it. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to try to do this as like 100% completion. Which I've done in other games. The only thing I haven't gotten is the Gilded Ginger vegetable thing. It's the one thing that I haven't gotten in any of the games that I've played of this, other than the one time that I tried the rush. But I'm not sure, like it didn't count towards me finishing off the Slimepedia, so I don't know what that counts towards, if anything, in the rush version of the game. Okay. Ah, there we go. Ta-da! Slime key. I don't want any of those. That, okay. So next thing we're going to do, actually I don't think I can do what I want to do until I get the jetpack. Well, we're going to go over here anyways. I'm gonna just collect some plorts along the way. This entire cave system was sealed off from a cave-in when I first discovered it. Maybe that's why the fellows up ahead are so grumpy. Haven't had a bite in a long time. In any case, don't let that long-awaited bite come from your own rump. Bring some food to calm them down. Or you can actually just run. They're not that hard to get away from. Use our slime key. Ta-da! What I want to do... Oh. So I'm not sure if I can actually get up here without... Well, I'm going down now. Sure hope I can get back up. I normally have a jetpack by now. But what I really want are the crystal slimes, because they're worth a fair amount. What's up here? Oh, him. We're gonna ignore him for now. And the map is over there. Oh, come on. Ta-da! Yeah, we're gonna ignore that big guy because he gives us a teleporter back to our branch, but we can't actually use it yet, I don't think. Because I don't have that area. Can I get up here? Actually, while I'm here. I think the crystal slimes like the odd onions, but I find them really annoying to use. There we go. Okay. And I can't open any of these things yet, so don't bother telling me I need to open them. I sort of know what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let's do 5 and 5, because they're gonna mix anyways. There we go. Okay. Well, I once came here to collect crystals for a little project of mine. Was trapped here for nearly 2 days when those curious crystal slimes came rolling my way and started firing off those dangerous shards. I thought I was gonna kick the bucket. The crystals were for a wind chime. I bet Thora still has it hanging from her porch. Worth it. So H is, I think his name is Henry. He's the guy who owned our farm before. I just haven't looked at that message yet because I keep forgetting about it. Can't get that one either. I can't get any of the pods. I don't think I've ever actually gone this way. Okay, run past all of this. And by run, I mean walk because I'm out of sprint. And let's see if I can finagle my way up here. Whoa! Darn it. Oh, I should be grabbing things. Like you. I don't think these guys... Nope. I have to actually catch the slimes. Come on. Jump, jump. It's not that hard. There we go. Okay, so I can't get back up. That's good. Did I read this? I was always happiest when I was by my lonesome. Places like this old quarry really suited me. Nice and quiet and mostly empty. So I figured that life on the far, far range would suit me just as well. And well, wouldn't you just know it? I come all this way and the first person I see, well, she changed how I saw things, I guess. quiet wasn't good anymore. I liked her laugh. Oh. I think I need to get pair of slimes. There we go. Just because this is an older game, I'm not going to stop and go totally through all these little Slimepedia entries. Just because I know what they are, and if you don't know what they are, play the game, it's great. I don't need to. Go away. I'll take some of these. Have to feed my slimes after all. Oh, I have no chickens. I can't pick them up. Okay, so this tells you how much everything is worth. So out of everything that I can get right now, crystals are worth 53. I could have gone to other areas. In my other game that I have going right now, I actually do have the, whatchamacallit, slimes? Hunter slimes. And I'm surprised I can find them everywhere, but it's the only game where they're not rare, which is very strange. So that's where we're gonna go with crystal slimes. Oh, I don't have enough. That might be okay with just high walls. So, what happens is when you feed slimes, they'll poop, and then when they eat each other's poop, they'll turn into bigger slimes. And then the bigger slimes will give you both types of poop. So, it's better for money because you're getting extra. And I'm just gonna feed them chickens just because they're here. Oh, they can't get out. No, get back in. Stay. Problem is with these guys is they can hurt you. So I have to be very careful when trying to get around them. See, this is why I don't try to go over 10 slimes in a pen, because it just gets a little crazy. I have to get the air net so that it's harder for them to get out, at least. But, I need more money. But we do also have some mail, so let's go check our mail. 2-star mails, rise and shine, from Casey. Hi B, what's it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what that's like. 7Z puts you in a pod and then lights out for all that time. Wow. What's the far range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's really beautiful. I'm probably asking too many questions. I bet you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. I still can't believe it's yours now. I guess I better leave you to it and just keep it short. Good luck, B. If anyone can make it out there, it's you. Casey. And 7Z Corporation. The 7Z Corporation would like to welcome you to the far range. Welcome! And extend their support in your bold new venture as a slime rancher. Support extended. We would also like to request that you exercise caution in your first few days on the range. Until you get more familiar with your surroundings, traveling at night is not advisable, which I'm going to do anyways. Lastly, should you require any additional tools for your backpack or items to make your slime ranching experience easier, the 7Z Corporation would be pleased to provide them to you from the shop located just outside your ranch house. The 7Z Corporation, providing the tools you need to get the job done, for us, for a small fee. The 7Z Corporation. Okay. So there is the option to sleep till morning. There's no penalty if you stay up all night, so there's no point in doing it. Oh, this is the one I need. So this is the first one you're supposed to get. Oh, his name is Hobson. Hello, Beatrix. The name's Hobson Twilgers, rancher, explorer, and the former owner of this here ranch you now call your own, which this is actually outside my ranch. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I was a rancher for more years than I can remember and felt there was one last adventure left in me, so I've set off to find just that. But before I go, I'm taking one last tour around this here land I love. So keep your peepers peeled for notes like this. If you want to hear what an old coot has to say every now and again. Be talking to you. So, point right now is to just get money. So that way I can get my net, my air nets, and keep all my slimes nice and happy in one spot. Ah, here's lunch. So this game is not like Stardew where you get penalties for staying up all night. So, oh, it's a tabby slime. I love tabby slimes, they're so cute. The reason I'm not going with them for everything is, I think there's something buggy with my game, I'm not sure, but the tabby slimes like to escape, but I never see them escaping, they're just gone. So, there's certain areas that I like to put them on my farm, so we'll get them later, but normally what I do is I pick one thing. So in this case, I think we're going to go with all crystal slimes, and we're going to mix all of our slimes with that one. And yeah, when I did it with the tabbies, I was losing slimes all over the place, but I never did see them leave. One of these days I'll show you guys what my other slime rancher game looks like. Wait. Here's oh, get some carrots. Here's a thing. Whoop. I had a great big tree like this here on... Wow! I had a great big tree like this here, along the edge of my property back on Earth. I don't know why, but that sentence sounds very strange to me. It had been there before anyone could remember. It survived all kinds of change around it, and then one day I began to notice it was dying. Wasn't anything unnatural, was just its time, I suppose. And then I realized that if I didn't do something, I'd end up like that tree. I'd spend my whole life in the same place. I wasn't going to let that happen, so I bought a ticket for the far range the very next day. And he let that poor tree die. Poor tree. Anything else I can gather? Oh, should suck up these guys. Oh, get back here. There we go, funny chickadoo. So, reasons I like this game. Since it is one of my favorite games, I play it quite often just in my spare time. First off, it's adorable. Secondly, I can make stupid amounts of money in this game pretty easily at this point. And... oh, I thought that was a point. Yeah, it's got great music. The story's pretty good. I mean, there's not much to it. There's enough replay value to it that it keeps me playing. And... yeah, just enough to do that keeps it interesting. Can't wait to get some upgrades. There's still 10 of you in there because I don't think there is. I don't see anybody though. They might all still be in there. I don't think it's quite enough. Air nets. Oh, it is. Barely. Good. Feed them. The next thing we're gonna get is, ow, the plort collector. Well, they slap food all over the place. Oh, get in there. Get in there. Ow. Oh, okay. We'll feed other slimes and get their plorts and then come back to this. So we're gonna go for, or I think we're gonna go back to the quarry, because a lot of slimes there are more valuable than the slimes here. Oh, ow. Well, it's so weird starting again because I'm used to having endless amounts of sprint. Whoops. And a jetpack. Let's grab... You just for the thing, grab you. Already did, I guess. Yeah. So, if you guys eat too many of the wrong plorts, they become tars, which are those things. So, since I have crystal... Since I have crystal and pink slimes right now, if they were to say eat a rock plort, then they would become a tar. There we go. How do you guys eat fruit? Veggies? Really? I thought they ate fruit. Eat your farts. What did they eat? Ow. Veggies. Lots of veggies. Yeah. Ah. Oh, ow. 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 Later you can get rid of the tar slimes by splashing water on them, but I don't have that upgrade yet. Ow. Oh. But they do hurt you. Oh. I have to watch out too. I'm used to having endless amounts of health. Okay, so that should be enough for at least the plort collector, I hope. I've never shown you guys my other cat. This is Lily. She's very shy. And right now she's hanging up on my feet. Because she's shy, but she also doesn't like cuddles. Unless she instigates the cuddles, of course. So, it's like you're allowed to pet her, don't hug her, and absolutely don't kiss her. And don't pick her up. I don't know why she doesn't like it. She used to. She used to be a very nice, happy kitten. And now she just... I don't know. I mean, she's still a nice, happy kitten. She gets in much less trouble than Sage does. But she does, yeah, she's not really a cuddler. She won't just... Well, she'll kind of sit with you, but not on your lap or anything. She's playful. But, yeah. She's... I call her the good girl. Sage is ragey sagey. Guess she rages often. Anyways, that's about my other cat. So normally in the background when you hear things, it's Sage because she's a little menace. There we go. Plort collector. I don't have enough. Okay. So the plort collector automatically collects plorts, obviously. So with guys like that, it's less dangerous. I'm gonna move you guys. Get too close. Too close to my farm. Let's feed some, I guess. Actually, there's also this whole area that I never go down. Just because there's not really anything down here. Actually, there is stuff down here. I just don't ever need anything down here. I mean, there's slimes. There's some more of those charger pods that I can't unlock yet. So I just don't go down here until I need them. So hopefully this will get us enough for the plort collector. That's the thing. Here we go. Okay. We too gotta feed these guys soon. But auto feeder is also 500. What did? Well, they'll eat everything because they're pink. Pink seed everything. There's also this over here that I can't do, but somebody will give you like quest items, and then if you get it, you get whatever the rewards are. I also need to start a garden, which we don't have enough for. So that's basically the premise of this game, is you run around, you get slime poop, and you try to make money off of it. So let's go back. Is there anything over here? Not really for food. Because I do still need to feed my slimes. I don't think there's anything that happens if your slimes get too angry with you. I know with the hunter slimes, they'll try to attack you. And, well, I guess all of them try to attack you when they get angry. But I've never seen them, like, actually do anything. So I've never seen them escape or anything like that. No! Ah, darn it. Stop it. And these guys really neat over here. These are puddle slimes. They're actually worth quite a bit. But the problem with them is they have to be in water at all times. Otherwise they disappear. Or I guess they die. So I'm not going to worry about them yet because I don't have any water space. You can't jump that. Oh, here's the thing. I used to come here when I needed a good soak. It's a great way to clear your head. Sometimes I catch a puddle slime blushing and I can never tell if it was because I was in my bathing suit or not. H. They do blush though if you either get too... No, not when you get too close to them, but when you get too many of them together, they start blushing. Because they're supposed to be shy slimes. I did just go back to where I was. So that's the other thing too with them is you can't have... I can't get that. You can't have too many of them together because otherwise they won't produce plorts because they're too shy. Let's see, is there anybody here doing anything? Give me cards. No? Okay, well, at least I have a couple and I've got some food to feed some of my slimes. Come on. Let me up! There we go. Once we get the jetpack, things will be a lot better. So I think the next thing I'll do is, before getting the auto feeder, I'll actually work on getting food for them. I think that would be a smart move. Whoops. There we go. What do crystal slimes eat? Veggies. Okay. I'm just setting myself up for later. There's ways to like automate your farm. I can't afford any of that. Yeah, there's ways to automate your farm, but to do that, they all need to be eating the same thing. Somebody knocked something over. So I'm gonna get carrots. If I can find any. Because that way, if everybody is a crystal slime, or at least has part crystal in them, then I don't have to worry about who's where based on who's eating what. I know that everybody will eat veggies, and I might as well get some force in here. Don't want you. Where's all the carrots? No? No carrots? Did you guys eat them all already? I have to get beans. Did you guys eat my carrots? I need those. Oh, damn it. I don't think there's carrots over here. No, those are fruit. And I can't get in there because that's locked. No. And yes, there's a big cat there. They eat chickens. Can I get up here? Yeah. Carrots? Carrots? No. Oh, I have some, yeah. Sothor is the guy that hopped in, was talking about. Also, this. Let's see if there's carrots over here. These guys are angry and they hurt. Ow. Well, I've got those. Oh. Okay, so maybe not do carrots and do some heartbeats instead. And this just leads me back over here. Oh, there might be carrots ready. Those are ready. I'm gonna take some of these. So darn it. Because I played this game so much, I know that I can get another slime key where it just was, which is over here. Which is in here. Might actually be carrots in here. No, there might be in there. Okay. No, I'm not gonna get a key yet, but that's at least a start. Darn it. At least I'm getting money. But I want carrots. Those guys are so ow, 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 ow. Oh! This one ate something, so he's happy. Okay, let's go back to the range. Oh yeah, I was saving all, saving all the food I got for my slimes, but oh well, whatever. Forgot about that pretty quickly. Yep, okay. So I'm gonna remove the heartbeats. The carrots produce incredibly fast and in large amounts, so it's a lot easier to do that. But if you did get them their favorite food, they produce double the amount of their plort. Which, with the crystal slimes, I'm pretty sure it's the odd onion. I think, right? Yeah, the odd onion. So the odd onions grow with carrots. So there's kind of no point because the odd onions, there's something like 9 for every 15 carrots that you get. So it's not even worth it, really, just to feed them the onions. And they're starving, so let's give them some food now. There we go. Pop these back in here. And see if they gave me any plorts, which they should have. There we go. And now it's a lot easier to get money from them. There. Now we're already at 1,000. So I'm actually going to upgrade this first. I don't have enough for that anyways. So that way we're growing more carrots and then we can give it to our slimes. But I'm going to leave it there for now. This is our first look at Slime Rancher. I know it's not terribly exciting. I can't afford any of these either. Yeah, I know it's not super duper high energy exciting game. But yeah, this is the game. It's just one of those nice relaxing casual games where you get slimes and make monies, and again, it's one of my favorites, so be expecting it on the channel, and for sure we're going to do a lot more. There's all kinds of upgrades and farm expansions that we're going to get. So that's our first look at Slime Rancher, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye!